the kitchen now with a neat lady who we love. Great to see you.
You too, Amy. Good morning.
Good morning. Lindsay Brooks from Runaway Spoon, a wonderful catering company. She'd be happy to help with your next party, whether it's small, intimate, or big, or a wedding cake, you name it, she does it. And today, you usually do desserts. But today we're doing a couple of different things because you don't just do desserts, you do it all, right?
We do it all. We do it all. And I thought helpful tips. Why not use asparagus tips?
And it's you know, for me, when I start seeing it in the stores and it looks good and the price starts coming down, it's like spring is coming.
Here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Or it'll be here soon anyway. So this is beautiful. This asparagus. So and we're gonna do a quiche, asparagus quiche.
Yeah, and quiche can be breakfast, can be lunch, or it can even be dinner. It's a really nice, easy way to throw some great vegetables in there and make a different change for dinner or again breakfast.
And it's so easy breezy. It just is. You know, kind of use up what you have in your fridge. And I love quiche. I do, and we eat it for dinner.
Yes.
You know, with a salad.
That's exactly what I like it too. So
yeah, really good.
I'm gonna get to work on a couple tablespoons of butter,
a
little bit of red onion, and then a couple cloves of garlic are gonna get chopped up and just sauteed in the pan to kind of release some of those flavors.
Okay. So red onion, which we're gonna saute with the. Why red onion? Does it matter?
It's got a more natural sweetness to it, and then I think aesthetics, it looks a little bit nicer in the final product.
Okay.
So.
2 cloves of garlic.
Yep. Just roughly chopped for it.
Okay. And what do you use? Are you using milk or cream?
I use half and half.
Half and half, okay.
Heavy cream I've noticed to be just a little too rich. It kind of sits in your stomach a little too heavy. And then milk just doesn't give it the same feel that you need.
I agree. That I agree with, yeah.
And the other trick to making quiche is a lot of people think it's got a ton of eggs in it. It's really just a couple eggs and a couple cups of milk. It's a custard more than scrambled eggs.
Totally agree.
So we'll start out with 3 whole eggs over here. And then we have that 2 cups of half and half.
Get a little salt and pepper.
Perfect. I season with salt and pepper and then a little bit of dry Italian herbs.
Oh, yum, just to kind of tie it all together.
Yeah, just another way to add flavor, but mostly you're going to want to definitely get the asparagus to come through on the flavor.
Okay.
If you're going to take the time to buy a fresh asparagus, you want it to taste like asparagus.
Sure, sure. Now we've trimmed the ends off, but about like that inch piece? Or
yeah,
what
about
kind of?
1 inch piece, 1.5 inch pieces.
And do we want to use all of this?
I typically do. It's about 8 ounces, so it's about half a pound of asparagus.
So you're really going to know it's an asparagus quiche, huh?
For me, anyway. I like my veggies.
I do too. And you know what? We're not putting a bunch of other veggies in here, so
keep it simple.
Yeah.
The other trick to this quiche, and this can be altered to whatever your family likes, but there's a cheese called Monte Mori out there. You can get it at pretty much any grocery store in the specialty cheese area. If you don't have it, you could use provolone or even mozzarella, or Swiss is a good mix with asparagus. But the Monte Mori has got kind of a sharp, creamy flavor to it, and then it also has those little crystals that we all love into aged cheeses. So if you haven't tried it, I recommend picking it up, just kind of crumble it up and add it to this quiche. But if you're in a pinch and you just have something else laying around, some other cheese, you know, provolone or, like I said, Swiss is a really good pairing for this too. So.
I also noticed you didn't shred it. You got it like more cubed. Is that, you know, is that why, I guess that's my question.
Sure. I like the chunks of cheese inside the quiche. And then also Monte Mori has all those crystals, so just shred it, it kind of just falls apart anyway.
Got it. But maybe a good tip when you're doing quiche, try it instead of unshredding it or shredding it, try cubing it because you're going to really know that chunk of cheese in there.
Even if you're doing, let's say, bacon and cheddar and you have a nice aged cheddar in there, you definitely want to...
Good tip. I always shred it, and that's a really good idea.
All right, so Amy's working on the asparagus, starting to smell good. I am going to whisk those 2 cups of half and half in with those 3 eggs.
Need some salt and pepper for that as well?
Yep, I normally salt and pepper a little of both.
This is just dried Italian seasoning in here?
Yep, about a tablespoon or so.
So again, quite a bit of that too, just to give it some nice flavor.
We heavily season things at the spoon.
So good.
So then the next thing you want to do is your favorite pie crust, if you have a recipe you like to work with, or if you just want to buy a pre-made one. But you do want to par cook it. So what that is line it with parchment or foil, put some baking beans or split peas on top, and bake it maybe about 10-15 minutes at 350.
Okay. Does this go in now?
Yep, and then you can pour your hot asparagus mix in there.
Oh my gosh, it smells delicious.
And then I normally just sprinkle that Monte Mori cheese over the top, keep it real rustic. And then you've got this egg mixture. We're going to bake this at 325 for about 1 hour.
Okay. Until that custard sets.
Yep.
I love quiche because you can serve it warm, room temperature. You know, it's even okay
It's
cold.
still good the next
Yep,
day,
yep.
certainly.
Yum.
gonna
And here it
float to
is,
the top.
baked and beautiful. And wow, this looks fantastic.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
Thank you.